The number one reason people eventually burn out in business is they turn the faucet on too quick. And once you turn the faucet on, it's really hard to turn it off. And that means personal spending. And I've dealt with that myself, where if you turn the personal spending faucet on too quick or too much, you start slowing down your business. And there's a good quote, which is, your competition's personal spending is your moat. That is your opportunity, because that money no longer exists for their business to compound and grow. And so I think the number one thing that stops you, and I've been guilty of this myself, is taking too much money out of your company. You know, a lot of us are in business to make money, but now my frame is like, my company should have a lot more money than I have, because then it can grow and invest, and you're never going to get a bigger return on your equity than you do in your business. Right? I could take all the cash out of my business and put it in the stock market, and I'd make some money, but I'm going to get outsized returns in my business, right? By hiring and compounding and getting better at business. So that's the biggest thing that I think slows people down. Beyond that, it's distraction. Like, I think focus is the number one issue of 99% of people in business. And we talked about earlier how hard it is to keep things simple, but keep your North Star, keep things simple, and just keep attacking that big wall, that big constraint in front of you every single day. And then I think it's just mental frame and realizing it's supposed to be hard. You have to build a callus, you have to build stress resiliency. And I think that's the issue people struggle with, is like, that's why I think 70% of professional athletes go broke. I think that's why most lottery winners go broke, is because you're skipping 20 steps, and those steps are what turn you into the person that you need to be to have what you want to have. And I don't think you can skip that part.